Hey guys, it's Brad. So I got a real special treat for you guys today. I'm always showing you properties that are for sale. And today I wanted to show you guys the property of a subscriber of mine who came to Montepulciano, where I live, took a 3-month intensive class for learning Italian, which is smart. I haven't done it yet, but my Italian's pretty good anyway. And he ended up buying a house with all this land just underneath a different historic town, which you can see up there on the hilltop, for 47,000 euros. I'm not kidding. What's he have on this land? Over 60 olive trees. His land goes all the way over there, goes all the way down to where my car's parked. He has cherry tree, walnut tree, plum trees, peach trees, 60 olive trees, all this extra land, plus the house for 47,000 euros. So you don't have to go out to the hinterlands and find something that's a shambles. You can buy something in Tuscany for that kind of money. And I think that's a smart thing to do. We're 2 hours north of Rome. We're in a town that has direct service to the local high-speed train station. You can be in Rome in under 2.5 hours using pure public transportation, and you can't beat the price. And by the way, it's a livable house. This isn't something that you had to do stuff. So let's go meet David, and let's go take a look at his house, and we'll see what kind of deal he really got. I think it's going to be a really good deal. Let's go. Hey guys, so as promised, this is my friend Davide. Anyone that's my subscriber, I call a friend. So he's been in country now for, gosh man, this must have been like a year at least.
A little under. I came in January, the end of January.
And I was telling him already that you took a really intensive course that about blew your mind apart. It was so intensive.
God, yeah.
Way too much for me. Ma adesso parla italiano, vero?
Sì, un po', non molto parlato.
A couple American guys speaking Italian. So we're about to go inside and see Davide's house. I'm excited because I can't tell you how many people write me and say, oh, we're thinking about moving to some faraway place in Italy, some little corner, and it needs work, like a roof. Oh. And, you know, this place is basically livable, right, from the day you got it.
I'm living in it.
Yeah, there you go.
It does need projects, but I am living in it.
Yeah, well, every place needs projects when you're first, but you got to put your stink on it,
exactly.
Right? Okay, we're going to go see it. Let's go see what Davide bought.
Let's go.
So these sheds come with the place, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice to have storage.
You want to see?
Yeah. No bodies, right? Not yet.
This one, the guy that was taking care of the olives, that's his farm implement there for his tractor.
Very nice. Look at the old barrels. Older than you and me, and that's old.
And that's one of my projects is repainting these shutters.
Nice.
Look at the stack of old.
I know that farm implement, by the way. That grinds everything up after they've been cutting.
Yeah.
We used it. I trimmed 100 olive trees on my rental property. Wow. Yeah. Nice.
Do you see these handmade?
Oh yeah, look at that. So the place came with antiques.
Yeah, well, definitely.
So this little storage unit came with the place. Let's see what we got in here.
I didn't clean this out yet, but I think this is where they kept the pellets for the pellet stove.
So that's your source of heat in here is a pellet stove?
Yeah.
Nice. Very, very economical. So Davide, I got a question.
Yeah.
You got this stuff in here, but what was it like? People are always asking, how can I find people? How can I find people? Did you just call some plumbers?
I called a couple plumbers. They didn't really get back to me, as happens. So I talked to the guy who basically showed me the apartment initially and came over to pick up some personal items. And I asked him if he knew a plumber. And he said, you know what, hop in the car. We're going to drive down and talk to Dario, who has a little mechanic shop, maybe just 5 minutes from here. So I hop in his car. We drive down to see Dario. He introduces us to Claudio, who happened to be hanging out in the mechanic shop. And then Claudio followed us back over here to see what we were talking about. I had the washer and dryer just delivered a few days before and needed a drain installed. and I was wondering if I could tap into that main drain there to the left. And he came and looked at it, said hop in the car. I got into his car. We drove up to a couple plumbing shops, bought the necessary stuff. He said he'd be back at 8 in the morning. Next morning, 8 o'clock, he came pick me up. We bought this sink, bought a few more things, ran all the plumbing, the water lines, the drain for both the washer and the sink, and we had it all installed and ready to go by noon.
Wow. Now I'm afraid to ask, how much was all that?
You know, I was afraid to ask too because I didn't initially, and 60 euros. 60 euros.
And guys, this is what I'm talking about when I say here, two things. Here, it really is, I know a guy who knows a guy. It absolutely, it absolutely is. And the other thing is, how much of the conversation, getting all that set up, how much Italian were you speaking?
It was all in Italian. None of these, nobody, there was 3 people and the sellers at the shops, not a single person spoke English. But it worked out anyway. Yeah, because
you took the time to take 3 months of classes and learn Italian,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, parlo molto bene. He's very humble about his Italian, but he crammed a lot of Italian in his brain very quickly. I've taken 2 years to get where I'm at. He took 3 months and some Advil to get where he's at. So, all right.
Coffee as well, yeah.
So let's go upstairs. I want to see the apartment. Okay. This is going to be awesome.
Okay. The bigger problem for me.
All right, so now we're going to go in and see the apartment itself. So you said this was 60 meters, more or less?
66, I think.
66.
Yeah. Here's my patio.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
A little 2-person table here.
Yeah.
Coffee in the morning.
Luckily, wine bottles are tall and skinny. Yeah. You can fit everything. So 66 meters cubic is about 750 square feet, more or less. Let's throw some lights on. There we go. All right, let's go see the kitchen first. Now, I surprised him today. It's a pretty good sized kitchen, man.
It's you know, it's not tiny. It's set up poorly, but the window kind of makes it difficult for placement.
But it kind of makes the room too.
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely. So there's I can.
Pellet heater.
That is the pellet stove.
And nice gas stove. I always say in my videos, I can't cook on electric. I wouldn't buy a place that wasn't gas.
It's an interesting stove because it's actually electric and gas.
Cool.
It's got one electric burner.
Oh.
And the stove is the oven is electric, but then the gas is all run from that tank.
Oh, just the tank, so they didn't even have to pipe the gas.
Yep.
Cool. Double stainless sink. Good size fridge. And an amazing view. And is this your bedroom?
Yeah.
May we?
Yeah, please. Again, work in progress.
Hey, but it's solid, it's tight, right?
Yeah.
You know, this whole area is built on clay, guys. So if you see little bits of cracking, don't freak out. Everything settles. I lived in Texas and nice homes, and we had cracks too.
Yeah.
And you can fit a 100-inch TV. No, I'm kidding.
That's for the living room, but the living room is not lived in yet.
That's so that's for the living room?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, man, that's a pretty big. Okay.
It came with these armoires.
Say it again. It did come with the armoires?
Yeah. All the furniture it came with.
Okay, so for 47,000 euros, you got 2 storage sheds, a ton of land. You got all this furniture. You didn't have to do anything to move in. So he's coming in and upgrading, guys. Painting the room, doing a little fix on the stucco. Another nice view out. And I asked Davide, and he's being very open and honest, so let's all say thanks in the comments to him. Your ongoing yearly property tax is how much?
I think it's around 150 bucks.
150 bucks. In other words, when you invest in a place like this, you're done. You're done.
Yeah.
My property tax in Texas in 3 years is going to be $3,000 a month on the house that I still have. Yeah, a month. I mean, that would be my whole Social Security check when it's time to start collecting. 150 euros a year is like 12.5 euros a month. Unbelievable. All right, guys. So this is what you get for 47,000 euros in Tuscany. Not too far from a high-speed train station.
15 minutes to Montepulciano.
Yeah, 15 minutes to Montepulciano, where I live. And right below this city that has restaurants, bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just walk up, right?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
10-minute walking on the old time.
Yeah, and I've been up there. Actually did a video up there. It was actually for an apartment that you were thinking of buying, and then you bought this one.
Exactly.
Remember I did that video?
Yeah,
People love that because it's a place that's 40, but this is much better. Much better. Yeah, this one's really nice. All right, guys, we're out of here. We're going to go get some lunch. You can do it. Well, guys, that was really fun. That was special. It's great to know that you can spend less than $50,000 and get land. You get a nice apartment. You can not have to do a whole lot of work to it. Everything is functioning from day one. When you buy something that's totally destroyed and you have to rebuild everything, you're going to have to go find yet another place to stay for a year or two until you get your place all rebuilt. So I'd like to say thank you again to David for having us through his apartment. I'm very happy for him. He's done. If he is happy here, he has no house payment and virtually no property tax payment, let's be honest, for the rest of his life. And he can go out and enjoy being in Europe, enjoy visiting friends, and that's what it's all about. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao from Southern Tuscany, and thanks a lot for subscribing. If you need me, BradsWorld.It at gmail.com. Happy to answer any questions. If you need more than that, write me, and I'll see how I can help you out. All right? Ciao, guys. We'll see you soon.